Too late for the cheese. Steve took it all with him as he left the studio, but that's okay. Hopefully he won't choke on it too much. But that's okay. Someone that would never choke on cheese, because we didn't get to try it, is myself and our next guest, Kez Wickham St George. Welcome to the couch. Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you here. Now, you're a local West Australian from Rockingham.
I am.
Which is awesome. Awesome place. Part of town to be living. About 45 minutes out of Perth.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit about your background, because I know you come from New Zealand.
I do.
And you used to be a school teacher.
Yes.
Tell us a bit more.
Okay, I taught tourism in New Zealand. Husband was offered a job here up in the mines in Pilbara. We took the opportunity and never looked back. It's been absolutely wonderful for me.
How long have you been in Perth?
In Perth, 15 years.
Now, all your life here in Perth, have you always been an author or an artist?
In Perth, yes.
You have. Now, tell me a little bit about your book writing, because you've gone from travel to incredibly different topic of paranormal. How did that happen?
My publisher encouraged me. She said, you're always putting little ghost stories into your travel, and I always seem to end up in haunted hotels, having experiences I didn't really want. So, yeah, I started writing paranormal.
So are you a little bit of a clairvoyant?
No.
You're not. So you don't have any clairvoyancy skills?
No.
So you won't be able to tell them if I'm going to win the lotto or...
No, I'd come first.
Okay. Well, I like that sort of... That's pretty much a clairvoyant, actually. That's what they say. But tell me, you went from travel.
Yes.
How long ago did you go to paranormal? Because this is your first paranormal book.
This is the first full paranormal book I've ever written. It wasn't a very hard journey. It was just...
by the way. It's called Scorcha.
Sorcha,
without the C.
Yeah.
Sorcha. What does that mean?
Sorcha is an 18th century name of a young woman. I believe it's not very popular these days, but it's coming back into it.
Okay, so what does it mean?
Sorcha is the name of a young woman in the 18th century.
Oh, so the actual, like Mary Jane.
Yes.
Sorcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can sort of see why it wouldn't be that popular these days. It's not trendy enough, I think.
No.
So tell me a little bit about the book, the story behind the book. What's it about?
Sorcha comes to me in the story through a guide I have in the spirit world called Tanby. Mm-hmm. Tanby brings her to me. She needs to tell her story, and she died before she could tell her story. And she's a herbalist in the 18th century who discovered how to help a woman through a breech birth, and that was through using the fats of animals. Because she used this method, she was sourced by the royals, I should say, and because of her disformity, she was a hunchback, and she wasn't all that attractive.
So she's a hunchback and she's called Sorcha.
Yeah.
You've really punished this poor woman, and she was back in the 18th century. What gave you the inspiration? I mean, did you just go, this is what I want to write about, or did something inspire you?
I've always been inspired by herbalism and how people use oils, herbs.
The natural remedies.
Yeah. I've always been interested in that. Never really gone into it, but always fascinated me how people can take this and that and get better really soon.
So how do you take a story based in the 18th century with a lady called Sorcha, who obviously didn't have a great life and used to never eat meat or those nice things that some people like, and was all into herbs and natural remedies? How do you make that entertaining? Is it an entertaining read? Is it exciting?
I would call it entertaining. It really is based on her... It's almost like a horror story, what happened to her. In the end, there's a good chapter on her, and then it goes back into my travels.
So basically it's an amazing journey of this lady based in the 1800s. Now, is there a lot of mystery, a lot of love, a lot of romance, that type of thing?
A little bit of romance, a little bit of sex. You have to have that in every book.
A little bit of sex? I'll write it down, Sorcha. So if you look at camera 3 and tell people why they need to, because you put a lot of effort into writing this book.
I did.
And I know that you fund the books that you do through your fantastic painting, which we'll show in a minute. But tell the people why they need to get this book and what is it going to do for them?
Well, first of all, if you buy Sorcha, you'll be amazed at what you can learn. I also put in it that I wrote about a recent cruise I did, and the people I came across on the cruise, which aren't human.
Funny enough, I went on a cruise just a few weeks ago. They weren't very human either. That was only here in Perth. But that's okay. Maybe we can write together next time. Carry on, please, Kez.
Okay.
Was there anything else you wanted to say? Have I ruined your train of thought?
No, you haven't ruined the train of thought.
Okay.
It's just there's a word that I wanted to use and it's thoroughly escaped me.
Is it a rude word?
No.
Oh, that's okay. I thought you were referring to me again. Look, Kez, it's a wonderful thing. Let's talk about your art, because you've
Sure.
been an artist as well for a while.
I have.
Tell me about this art piece here and about your general art.
Okay, the art that's being displayed now was, I was trying to honour my father-in-law, who was a backyard astronomist. He built everything himself. When I was in my 30s, he took me inside this little building he'd built and he showed me the universe. I'd never seen it before. He explained everything to me. And he showed me a certain part of the sky which is called the box of jewels. And so remembering that and remembering what a wonderful man he was, I put an exhibition on, and always doing abstract, I used the flow method, and this is how it turned out.
Fantastic. Now, we are going to give away this book. Not this book. We will give away some books when we get them, but they're still being printed, so they're not available. But this art piece is amazing. She's done it herself, Kez. We're going to give this away as a consolation on Spin It to win it. So I'll tell you more on how you can have the chance of winning this wonderful painting. And it's signed, and you've obviously put a lot of passion and love into this art piece.
Always.
Are you sure you want to give it away?
I do.
Okay. Well, give us your website, because I know people are going to say, I like the idea of 1800s Sorcha, a little bit of sex in it, travel plus a little bit of fun. Look at camera 3 and tell us the website.
KezWickhamStGeorge.com.
Again?
KezWickhamStGeorge.com.
You got it right. Thank you very much. You are wonderful. Now, can you tell me where we can get the book when it does come out?
I will personally deliver 3 of them to you.
No, where can the public get it from?
They'll be sold off my website, and they'll be in the public libraries.
Fantastic. Do we know the cost yet or not yet?
They'll be around about $20 a copy.
Perfect book, maybe for Mother's Day, Father's Day, any sort of day, and Christmas coming up as well. Kez, thank you very much for coming in today. It's always nice to have local West Australians as part of the show, and we love to support local people. So if you'd like to support Kez, please do go to her website. We gave it to you earlier on. It's got all the details there. You can catch, or you can go to our website, and we'll have all the details of Kez there as well.